Hi guys, welcome to this week's podcast where me and my mum talk about everything and everything.
And things that I haven't done this week.
Things that I haven't done this week. What about your tiling?
No, I haven't been doing anything. And this week, we've got a couple of days off this week.
So is that what you're going to do your tiling or be a couple of weeks off?
No, a couple of days off.
Okay.
Got a couple of days off. I've got like half a Tuesday, and then I'm off on Wednesday. Working Thursday, Friday, then off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Hey! Yay!
I'm not blowing you trumpet for that.
Busy bee. Where is he? There he is.
busy bee.
Busy bee.
Yes, we're nuts. I've just decided. Look, I've got my crazy cat.
Yeah. Oh, he's gorgeous.
So, before I came on today, I've been rummaging for all of my Christmas fabrics, and oh look what I've not done. I can do it now.
What did you not do?
There you go, I've changed it. You probably won't even notice that I've changed it. Anyway, so I was rooting through all of my fabrics because I wanted to pull out all of my Christmas fabrics because I'd merged them all into the different colours, didn't I? So I wanted to get all of my Christmas fabrics out because I'm going to do all these scrappy fabric projects for Christmas. So I put them into two piles. So my two piles are, what on earth was I thinking when I built my pile?
I could say that's a bit oldie worldy, that one, isn't it?
Which one?
That one you got in your hand.
Yes, it is. This was like one of the first things I ever bought, I think, when I started sewing, like bags and stuff. I think I made a really weird bag with it.
Isn't it? Oh, it's kind of cute, really.
No.
I can see what you bought it. You just like,
okay. Well, that one is not it. Like, look. Cute.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So that's another cotton and steel fabric that I own.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Halloween hats.
They're very quirky, aren't they?
They are. So what I decided is, right, okay, so I'm going to so ugly fabric, we agree, ugly fabric, yeah. And then I went through some of my other bits. It's like stuff like this, like I just don't, it's fun. It is fun.
I can't, oh. Oh, yeah, I can see, yeah. You could do applique with that.
I could. And then there's stuff like this, like, really, Cassie?
No. That's not, no, yeah. It's nice, I suppose, because it's like all gold. It's very rich looking, isn't it? I bet everybody's done that kind of thing, though, but I know. Mind you, we might be saying this, and there's probably people going to be going on and say, what's wrong with it?
I know, I feel terrible, but I don't like it.
You know, it's not my cup of tea.
And like more like cats looking silly with like hats on.
Oh, I know why you bought it because it's got everything's got cats on it, you know.
Actually, this one's got dogs on it.
Oh, yeah. Chihuahua.
Look, they're the milk bottles. Just like stuff like, you know, like looks kind of like, I don't know, like even like, because you can't see how cheap looking this is. This looks really like cheap, like stuff I would have bought like way back in the day. So anyway, so yeah, and this, I don't know what I was thinking. Have you seen that one?
Oh, no. Yeah, not keen on that one.
So anyway, like modern Christmas stuff is like really cute like this, but it's only like a little piece. So things that I'm trying to use up, like little scraps like this. So anyway, so it went into a pile of like stuff I don't necessarily like, I just want to get rid of, or little baby bits. And then I'm going to do some like fabric projects with them where it doesn't necessarily matter that the design is there. It's more about like the colours, if you know what I mean. So when I did the scrappy wreath that time, it didn't really matter what the print looks like. All it really mattered was that you got all the colours, like the greens and the reds, and you just repeated it, green and red and green and red, and it looks really good. And I still haven't been downstairs to look for that wreath, thinking about it. But it's like, I'm sure it's in the box with the Christmas tree in it, and the Christmas tree is at the bottom of a load of boxes that have all piled on top, and I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered to rummage through them. But I did this tutorial like a couple of years ago where I made this scrappy wreath, and that's a brilliant way to use up your fabric scraps. Such a
and
brilliant.
You've still got lots left.
Yeah, there's still lots left. There's still lots left. So then I was left with a load of fabrics that I do like, but the yardage is like a lot bigger. So I don't think you can see this on camera. It says ho, ho, ho. And then stuff like that. I think you were here when I bought that.
That's quite nice. It's modern, isn't it? It's nice. I like that. Quite like that one.
I understand why my mum can pick out the more modern fabrics and then the daughter goes like, I don't know. I picked this one out myself. This one's cute.
Oh, is that got ice skates? It's ice skates.
Yes, and that's got the peppermint swirl things on it. Now there was this here that I didn't know whether I liked it or not, and I thought, well, do you know what? It doesn't look too bad. It's got acorns on it. Are they acorns? Are they acorns? What are those things called? The cones. Pine cones.
Oh, right. Is that what they are?
Yeah, pine cones.
It doesn't pick up properly on the...
And I do like this. It's got glitter all over it, but it probably doesn't pick up very well.
Yeah. It's more traditional, but it is a nice fabric.
And I didn't know whether to put this in my I don't like pile or whether I do like pile.
That'll make quite a nice like a clutch bag kind of thing. You know, like
I thought, well, the yardage is huge. So when I do like, so I'm going to say this is not a scrap fabric. And it was funny because I was watching something the other day, like, what do you class as a that can be the question for this video. What do you class as a scrap fabric? Because I would class anything less than like a fat quarter, because that's generally what goes into my little fabric bins. Where's my fabric bins? So if you've seen any of my organisation videos, you'll see that I've done like all these different baskets. And the idea is because I'm really visual, and I always put all of my, like, this is the green box, obviously, and I put all of my green fabric scraps in it. And I've got like loads of them, but I just don't know whether it's working. Because I've got overflowing boxes again now. So I was actually thinking about doing another quilt that was literally just scrappy. Just getting all the little bits like the crumb quilt thing and doing one of them and making a huge one.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with all these quilts.
Would you donate them? Would you be able to donate them, or what? I don't know. What about doing them?
Maybe I should just do a quilt that I'm gonna like donate. I don't think I've not even donated a quilt. That is the shame of me, and I really should do a quilt that's donated. Because have you seen my thingy now? Look how much it's grown. That's my English paper piece in.
I used to make those for the. You used to make those for the cat thing. Oh, that's lovely. That's come on, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, so I've got a load of fabrics here that I'm going to have to, because it's cute as well, isn't it?
That's nice. I like that.
And this is cute. I like this.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh, like that.
Then that's the blue version of the other one that I just showed.
Oh yeah.
And this is the fabric that actually goes with all of them. It's all grouped together. And then this is cute.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. It's a more modern one as well, isn't it?
So as you can see, I have a lot of Christmas to get rid of.
But you take a piece in one and make a tote bag, Christmas tote bag.
I'm thinking of doing that, and I'm thinking of also doing a table runner because of that thing that came. I'm going to switch cameras so you can see what it is.
Oh, right.
So this is that. I'm trying to go with the camera.
Have you used it yet?
And no, I've not been sponsored. I bought this myself because I've literally, like, it was like I was on Prime the other week, and it was like I've been wanting one of these for, I don't know, about 2 years now. So I'm just going to open it up so you can see what it is. So it's done by a company called AccuQuilt.
Have you not used it yet?
I haven't, no. So these flap down. And then the two dies that come with it are, so that's a half square triangle.
Right.
And then these are quarters. And they've done it a different colour. So if you want to cut your fabric as thin as possible, then you can see where it has to go outside of. And the it also has the seam allowance built in. So basically you get these mats that come with it, and then you put that on top, you put your fabric in between, and you literally roll it through this device. So you turn this like you're like making like pasta or something. I thought of when I was doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm making pasta. And then they come out and they're all cut for you, look.
Oh. Oh, that's good. How many layers is that?
So it says it can cut up to like 6. But I've only ever cut 1 layer first. Because basically the principle of it is the fact that there's a blade in here, and as it pushes it through the machine, it pushes it down and it basically cuts it.
Oh, it's clever.
It is, isn't it? So I'm going to have a bit of a play with it. It came with like a thingy book, a pattern book, to do a couple of like patterns with it. And I thought, well, I need to have a play with that. And I don't know, I might do it with my one of my
It's a shame I'm not there. I could be doing that, twirling that around, couldn't I?
I thought it's a great way, because I hate cutting and I hate like lining things up and stuff. So I thought it's a great way of doing that. And the I'm not quite sure what the finished sizes are. I think there's something like maybe a 4-inch or a 3.5-inch or something finished size.
You are.
I don't know, I think your video keeps freezing. Or my video is freezing, one of the two.
Well, you keep going robot-y.
Huh. So anyway, putting these pieces of fabric through is going to be easier than me cutting them all, I think.
Yeah, it'll be quicker, won't it? Much quicker.
Yeah. So that was my new purchase of last week, because I was hoping it was going to come last week when we were on. Hi, Roberta. I've got an AccuQuilt, Roberta. Look, do you remember what it looks like? It's in your closet. Bless her.
I think I should
What's
couple
going on
them.
today, Roberta?
Hello, how are you?
So I was going to do some stuff for my YouTube video, but then I ended up doing it all while I was talking to you before the live.
But we decided to bloody mangle it all up.
I did.
I'm sure you're going to make something good with that anyway. Are you allowed to say or not? Is it a secret?
It's a secret. Everything's a secret. I don't say anything.
We'll have to go on Wednesdays, eh?
Roberta said it's happy in the closet.
He's got a friend in there as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, because she's got a cutting machine in there as well that sits next to it.
Yeah, they're pally, aren't they? You're keeping each other company.
It's too funny. So I'm really impressed with my hand sewing abilities, actually. I'm very, very impressed. But the only thing is when I've been doing my English paper piecing, like the way I put, so I've tried a thimble, I don't like them. They're just not working for me, eh? And yesterday I was doing some hand sewing for at least, it must have been 2 hours or 3 hours, sat on the couch. And the side of my finger was just like so sore.
Will be, won't it? Can you not find something that you can put on your finger rather than do you know, you said can you get them leather ones?
Well, you can get them leather ones that you wear, but I'm still thinking of this. I think the problem is that they're too bulky. So when I'm trying to do my sewing and using it really like, so with them hand sewing needles, Mum, they're so fine. But I don't use a big chunky one.
I know, I've got them up.
No, mine's finer than that.
Is it?
Yeah. Where's mine? I could use like one of these. So I can't even get it out of its packet, it's so small. Look at it.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why you're getting a nice fine finish on it, because it's a fine one. I think I've got a really tiny one like that.
Well, the thing is as I'm pushing it through the fabric, and because the papers are in the way in that, I'm finding that the other side of the needle's literally stopping in my finger.
Oh, no.
And I have this really irritating thing of when I start getting onto something and doing something, I just want to finish it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't just stop.
I know.
I'm a weird cookie.
I do that when I'm Do you know when I was doing that tiling?
Yeah.
The tips of my fingers, because I was taking the stuff they stick it. What do you call it? The stuff that you stick it with, and I was doing that all the time and getting it off of my finger, and all the tops of my fingers. It's still a bit quite sore now, actually, because I kept getting it away like that, then wiping it with a cloth, and the tips of my fingers are still sore now.
Did the material
like
irritate your fingers or something?
No, it's, you know, the glue it's not glue, is it? It's the pasta stuff that you put on.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I think it was that, and the tiles are rough, and it's to do with the actual stuff as well. I think it's got something in it, and it was like really hurting my skin. I kept thinking, oh, I really must put some hand cream on, but I never did.
What are you sewing?
I'm still, I've still not finished that one flower yet.
You're going to be a while.
What are you doing, Roberta? Have you started something else, or you picked something else up, or what are you doing?
I bet she's picked something else up. I can't remember that quilt that she was doing last week.
I know, I can't remember the name of it either.
There's so many names that she's doing of them different quilts. It's hard to keep track of them all.
I think Roberta needs to get on to Zoom. Which I can show us what she's doing.
Get them onto Zoom? I think I've asked her before, and she was like, no.
I'd really love to see her work. I bet it is amazing.
I know. So I am going to be making a YouTube tutorial for Wednesday. My current project is my English paper piecing right now, which I'm still unsure about how I'm going to get these papers out, if I'm honest.
Have you tried putting an iron? Have you tried putting an iron over it? Do you know, with a cloth on top?
No, I haven't. But don't forget, these pieces of paper, they're quite thick.
Yeah, but it's only just to melt the. Do you know, to melt the glue? Yeah.
Yeah, I think now I can see a reason why you would use the thinner paper. Do you remember the thinner paper that looked all pretty?
Yeah.
See why you'd want to use that over something a bit more thicker, like a cardstock. And then I was talking to my friend about it, and she was saying that maybe I should have used the card to form the shape, pressed it with an iron, and then not used any paper in between.
That was what I was trying to say to you last week.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. It's exactly what I said to you last week.
Maybe I should have done that.
Yeah, but would it? I don't know. Yeah, because I think I would have done that.
Because what I could have done, thinking about it, was formed the shape around the card, pressed it down with an iron, all the pieces. I could have still used the glue, and then just, you know, to glue all these backsides down, and then just sewed them all together.
Yeah, you could try that. You know, I've gone along like next time with the next one.
I think I will do. Because these pieces of paper, that honestly, they're like, it's really
yeah. Why don't you try, like a hanky or something, and then put some heat on one and see if it comes away. Because you're melting it. The heat will melt the glue.
So I ran out of glue, and then when I went and bought some new glue from the store, I bought some washable stuff. So the glue is actually washable anyway. So It doesn't matter about the glue.
Oh, right. What was that, from a fabric shop?
No, it's from the craft store. I'm still using like a Pritt stick type thing.
Oh, right.
They call them Elmer's glue, and I think it's like a Pritt stick over in the UK. So Roberta said she's still working on the city sampler.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. How far have you got? How far has she got?
She says that I want to finish 4 before I start anything else. What do you mean, like 4 quilts before you start anything else, or 4 blocks? Maybe she's doing 4 city samplers. That's impressive.
So what does a city sampler look like?
Well, the one that I've seen of Tulip Pinks was her city sampler was basically every single quilt block within her book, and literally just all sewn together kind of thing. She wants to do 4 quilt tops before she starts anything else. Okay, do you have a time period, Roberta? We need to set goals and time periods.
Oh, that's quite impressive, isn't it?
It is.
And what's she going to do? What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with them when they're done?
Christmas. What if she's doing it for Christmas?
Are they for gifts? Or for gifts like for presents and for like birthdays and things?
I said, have you set yourself a time limit? And she says 2030.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Yes, I love that. Sometimes I think that's my goal. Sometimes, okay, I'm going to do this. My mum goes, when are you going to do it? Oh, 2030.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, love it.
Oh, God.
So I told my friend about some threads that were selling on Amazon, actually. And
are they for anybody? Or are they just to put with the stuff in the cupboard?
to put in the cupboard with the AccuQuilt. She says, now that I have a mid-arm, I can quilt them myself. I usually send pictures to my family, and the first that asks for it gets it. Oh, there you go. Generous lady.
Yeah. You just send the pictures just to torment them. I bet they're going, oh, that's nice. Thinking,
I want it. And I'm like, no, your sister's got it.
Yeah.
You're not the favourite daughter. That's too funny.
I know. I'm trying to say
like Roberta. She's fun.
Isn't she?
I think it would be cool to meet up and like go for a drink and.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah, go for a meal and that. And bring your quilt with you.
And bring all your quilts with you and have a little quilt show.
Yeah. I might finish this daisy off by then.
What is that your goal, Mum? 2030 to have that daisy finished off?
Yeah.
It's too funny. I'm still in shorts and it's snowing. It's like crazy lady.
isn't it? Have you warmed up?
Well, it wasn't snowing today. It was a bit cold yesterday, and it snowed the other day.
No, you were saying you were cold before. I'm not surprised you're bloody cold if you got shorts on.
I know, it's weird that, isn't it? Maybe I'll put some clothes on.
Oh my
I'm like
God.
that all the time. I walk around in shorts and that in the house and that, but put the heating on full blast.
Thinking it's summer.
Yeah. I like that top actually, it's pretty.
What? It's a dress. What
Oh,
thing?
it is?
Yeah, it's a dress, yeah.
It's cute.
Oh, thank you. I liked it because it was bright.
And I'm still in this pink phase right now.
It's nice, that top. I wonder who got you that.
It's a bit odd that I'm still of an age where my mum buys me clothes.
Yeah, but it's nice, isn't it? I do send you pictures. Do you like this? And I don't care. It's like, well, you're having it.
That's too funny.
It's too pretty, especially when it's in the sale.
Makes me look like an artist.
It's nice, isn't it? I've got one. I got that one in white.
You got me it in white.
Oh, did I get you one in white as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
did
wore
you?
it last week, didn't I? Did I not wear it last week?
No, you didn't.
Oh. I just wore another white top then.
Oh, it was that one with you had that little short sleeve with the black thing round here and the dangly thing. That was it.
I can't remember.
Little short sleeve white top.
I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. I'm all drained up today. I don't know what to talk about.
I suppose it's like that sometimes, isn't it? I found that ribbon. I'm going to have to open it up. I think it.
Is it iridescent?
Yeah, I think so. If I can open it up. How do you do that? There it is. So
Oh, you can kind of see. Has it got a bit of glitter in it?
Yeah, it's like shimmery.
Sheen.
Shimmery. Shimmer.
So I'm gonna how are you gonna make wings for this
So
bee?
I found it. It's like, I don't know.
You're like, I'm not going to show you on camera. Oh, look. Oh, okay then. And have it actually, no, I think that'd actually look pretty cute.
Yeah, that looks all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You are doing two though, yeah?
Yeah, two, yeah. I'll do it something like that. I can make a little bowl and just turn it over, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually, isn't it? Make it like a little bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cute. Right.
I love how it's all just sinking into your brain as you're doing it. You're like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I'll make a little bow, and I've got a little bow, haven't I? For little wings.
So I got that Amazon. So I got Amazon and I got Amazon Prime. I know I keep going on about Amazon, but I'm liking this Amazon thing right now. And I got this this channel, and it's called if you've got Prime, you don't need a channel. It just comes with Prime. It's free with Prime, and it's called Stitch in Time. A Stitch in Time, and it's an English show, and it's this a very eccentric looking woman she wears like very kind of like period-y costume stuff. And basically what she does, Mum, is she looks at like a picture, like an old picture, like in one of them like old halls and stuff like that. And then she takes the picture to this like seamstress, and a seamstress has to recreate the outfit in the picture.
Oh, wow, right.
I can't tell you how interesting. Like, you can't
amazing.
find it actually on Prime. You've got to search for it. So search for A Stitch in Time, and it's only like 6 episodes, and it's so sad because I think like there's like 6 episodes, and I think each one of them just runs at like 20 minutes, and I'm like, guys, you could have done like a whole hour out of this, because not only were they like talking about like, so she went and she did the picture, and then she'd give a little history about the picture, and then they would like try and make the outfit, and like try and determine like what like, because on some of the pictures you couldn't actually see the detail for the back of the dress. You can only see even, and sometimes they've got like, you know, like flowers covering up the dress and that. And in the picture, and so what they do is like they go back into like old historical books and stuff to see like what was in fashion during the time and stuff, and then they would like say, okay, then this is how it must have looked, and I create these like, so like this one woman did like 3 different mock-ups in muslin of like this dress to how she thought it was like gonna look and stuff, and they like nitpicked it and thought, oh no, I'm gonna go with this one kind of thing. They also went into like the process of like fabric dyeing and stuff like that, and like how they would have done it back then, and they had like little tidbits of like history and stuff. It was the most interesting thing I've seen in quite a long time that involved sewing and fashion and like history.
What
was that? Sorry. What did you say?
I was going to say as well, I wonder what kind of fabric would it be made in as well. You know what I mean? They would have gone through that as well.
They went through all of that on the programme. Like what would have been in fashion at the time, and like what they would have had imported, and like also to do with like colours and stuff. Because there was this picture of like this lady and then this guy, and this guy was kind of like some sort of a trader for like fabrics and stuff, and then he dressed his wife up in this green dress that was like long, it trailed, it wasn't even hemmed like to her height, it was over like kill, like it was literally too much fabric for her, so she literally had to gather it up and walk along the road with it. And apparently, right, because they all thought that this woman was pregnant in the picture, and it's not that she was pregnant, it was the fact that they actually made this garment because it was like we're rich and we're wealthy, and we're showing our wealth by, and this is how we showed our wealth, because like, you know, we kind of don't care that it's still trailing in the mud and stuff, we can afford it, so like she had to like gather it up and like put it like hold on to it kind of thing. And also the fact that it was green, because apparently green was like this colour that was like really hard to like make way back when, because it involved way too much like dyeing process and stuff. It was so interesting.
Oh right, yeah, it sounds interesting actually.
I got really excited and woke up all of a sudden.
I know it's too exciting though, isn't it? In a way that they
I
did
love
things
watching things like that and finding stuff like that.
It is interesting. It is. You know, especially dyeing fabrics and stuff like that, and you know how they did it. And most of that stuff was like by
I know.
hand.
So when you actually do come over again, it would be nice to like watch something, like watch it again. I'd watch that again. It was so good. So Roberta says that I did sandwich 2 baby quilts yesterday. I'll start working on them this week. Wow.
Oh, right.
I can't even do one sandwiching of quilts, yet alone doing 2 quilt sandwiches in a day. One exhausts me.
You see, that's determination, isn't it, that is
She's like,
just
I'm going
sheer
to get these done.
determination.
I'm going to get these done.
Yeah.
Are you going to make another quilt, Mum?
I don't know. Yeah, I need to sort out this tiling and stuff. I've got the hallway to do, and I've got to wash all the walls down there as well and everything. I'm just going to emulsion that mainly. I'm going to emulsion all of it and just do the paintwork, and then just do a couple of strips of wallpaper going down. You know that like green ferny kind of thing.
Because you've got another tool to figure out as well, haven't you?
Pardon?
You have another tool to figure out. Well, it's a blade. It gave you a new blade because that blade didn't cut the tiles properly.
It was shattering it. I was using the wrong blade.
Did you buy excess of them tiles though?
I think I've got enough. I've got a whole box, and near enough 2 boxes, and it should do it. The ones I've shattered, I can use them for the bits. I've got little bits. I only got bits to do like where the fire starts and the bits at the top. And I got some pieces going down the side. And I've still got the other side bits going down, and it's not going to take that many up. I don't know. It's like when you turn it on, it's got like a belt. You press it down, and it has this thing where your hand goes like that until it's going. Do you know what I mean? And it's okay. I think people say that happens when you're doing a gun, isn't it? When you're firing a gun and it goes back.
Okay.
And it goes back on the shoulder.
Get that kickback of it, yeah.
This thing does that. That's what's it called?
What's it called? Angle grinder.
Angle grinder, yeah. It's got that kick to it. You press it down, it kicks. Oh my god! And I sort of let it go. I thought, what am I doing?
There's actually there's an advert that used to be on called something to do with mayhem or something like that. And this guy is basically he's for an insurance company, and this guy is like mayhem, right? And then the whole thing was he has this like he used to make me laugh every time. He had this like circular saw thing, and he turns it on, and when he turns it on, he goes like that, and it falls out of his hand and shoots right through the patio window. But he's going on about having like house insurance and stuff.
Oh my lord.
So the bet is asking if I'll get more dice for my AccuQuilt. So I nearly went a bit silly and started thinking, oh, which dice should I get? I should get this one, should get that one, should get this one, should get that one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick with the 2 dice that I've got right now. And then when I do want to make another quilt, really think about like which ones I'm actually going to use and which ones are actually more worth buying. Do you know what I mean? Like really think about it before I purchase them. So as I get older, I feel like I'm making more mature decisions.
Well, you do, don't you? Yeah. Because it's like you don't want to waste the money, do you? Thinking, I'll just buy any old thing like you used to do when you were younger.
Exactly, because I thought like if they had like a flying geese one, I'm trying to think of like all the patterns I don't like making. And it was funny because they have a because somebody was saying that there was making. Do you remember when I was doing the whole history of quilt blocks thing, like way back when I was reading them all? And there's one called the is it the wedding ring quilt or something like that? And it's supposed to be a really difficult design to do. And they actually have a die, an AccuQuilt die that actually cuts all them pieces. And they're all on curves and stuff like that. So I really want to think about but then it's a traditional quilt. So I don't know, do I want to do a traditional? I kind of want to do like modern quilt. So I don't know. I kind of want to think about, I did actually at one point have a catalogue, but I'm sure I should go online. They'll have them online and it'll show you every single die that they sell. But I don't just want to buy stuff that I would make myself. Do you know, they've got owls and cat appliques and stuff like that, and I can do that. I do Eric and I do Fred. I don't need dies for applique. I would more be inclined to go with the dies for doing the quilt blocks and the complicated quilt blocks, because that's why I think that you're going to really invest on that sort of thing. Because some of the plates, you can get these. There's some that are like this plate.
Yeah.
What was that, Mum?
I can see which ones are you saying that are the most difficult ones, like the
well, I don't know which ones to do. I need to go through. I need to go through their catalogue. But not only do they do these 6x6 dies, they do 6x12. So the longer, and it'll have different designs going down, kind of thing. So you can use more dies for it, kind of thing. So I was actually quite surprised it didn't come with a catalogue, the actual the thing. But I'm sure they're thinking well, you can go online and look for them anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look online. Roberta says that she bought too many. And then she said I was planning on doing too many things.
Which is she planning on using them all? Eventually.
Maybe if I do some tutorials. Maybe I should do some tutorials using the AccuQuilt.
Yeah. That'd be different.
That would be different. It was taking up too much room, and that's why it's in my closet. Well, mine's in my closet, to be fair. And it does take up a little bit of room. I don't even have any room in my room anymore.
It's not that big.
Hers might be bigger. I got the smallest one.
But how big? What is it?
I got the smallest one because I didn't want to invest, because the one that, most expensive one is I think near enough $800. So I was well, I don't want to invest into it, because this was only I don't know, 140 or something like that. And I thought, well, I'm going to get the cheapest one and see if I'm going to use it or not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I thought, well, I'd never really make a quilt block that's 12 inches. I always make little dinky things. So that made perfect sense for me to buy that one.
Yeah, you make your little dinky squares, but you make massive blooming quilts.
No way. She says, try their website. They usually have, so she's saying that they have free patterns on the website as well. So I need to go. I know I got it last week. I was all excited. Got it all delivered, and I've not even used it. It's going to be sat in my closet like Roberta's.
Have you cut some pieces already, though? You cut some pieces, haven't you, now?
Just them.
Yeah, you just thought, yeah.
The great thing about this is that you could be sat downstairs watching something on TV, getting yourself out of the sewing room, and then you could just put all these into a little Ziploc bag, and then you've got all your bits all cut up, and then you can, on a different day, you could sew them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at the table runner. The table runner I'm definitely gonna do.
Mm-hmm. It'd probably end up being like a big, massive quilt.
It was like, I'll get so excited and just keep going.
You could make some, do some cat little things for the cats to sit on.
So remember when I made little placemats for the cats. So when they had the little dishes, they used to have little placemats for their food and that. And then I took them, in the end I took them away. I didn't bother to put them out anymore. And then Sophia got into this habit where food would get stuck underneath the placemat. So she would flick the placemat to try and get the food that's gone underneath. Well, now I don't use the placemats, but she's still got it in her head that when she's finished her food, she's got to like flick and find the food. She still does it. It's so cute.
Oh, bless her.
But there's no placemat.
Oh.
And there's still food in her bowl and she's flicking trying to find more.
Oh my goodness. Like a little cat, a little thing she is.
Cats, I tell you.
Yeah, how are you getting on with your drawing?
My drawing? It's good. I like my drawing. I don't even have my book with me handy. Oh yeah, I do. Well, the last one I did, I showed it you.
I know you're doing really, really well. Can't believe it.
This is one of them.
It's really good. You know, the dimension and everything, you know, you've got it spot on now, haven't you?
And because that was my first attempt, wasn't it? I don't know if you can. Does it even pick that up? I don't think it does. It's too faint.
No, it doesn't hurt, really.
Because I couldn't get my lines properly, because the lines are all there, all not right.
No, it's all wonky, isn't it?
And then the very, very last drawing that I've done is this one.
That is really good. You got all the dimensions right, haven't you? And it's all going the right way and everything.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, you're doing really well. Fantastic.
So yeah, that's my idea of downtime. Now it's like, come back to me. There we go. It went out of focus. Everybody's wondering why I'm pointing to the camera. Well, it started with that's where it gets you started, is the doing a wine bottle.
Yeah. That's good as well.
And then it was on to still life.
Yeah.
And then this was about getting the positioning of a bowl in front of the jug, in front of getting them sort of look so the wine bottle's a little bit more forward than the jug. And then I drew my
my cat is the cat club, isn't it?
It's the cat club. And then, because I'm fanatic about my Amazon right now, there's the Amazon box.
You can't see that very well because you can just only just see.
And then I did my cat tree.
Cat tree. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely come on, my drawings.
Absolutely.
Actually, it looks. So this is Neil's, and I actually think mine's better than Neil's.
That's Neil's.
Look at the leg. That's Neil's drawing.
Oh, wow.
And that's mine.
No, that looks like Neil's.
I said to him, what are you going to do when my drawing gets better? So I pulled up a picture off the internet
really good.
that I'm going to draw, Because what I want to do, I want to draw the picture and then I want to thread paint it and applicate it. So that's like kind of like the way I'm going right now. So yeah, that's one thing I really need to get on with as well. So I'll probably do my video for Wednesday and then sit down and draw.
Is that the seaside thing you said you wanted to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I want to do. I've seen a couple of internet pictures that I like, but not quite like where I was like thinking of them. Do you know what you got? What's my imagination? I could just draw it out of my imagination.
Yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You can do, yeah.
Exactly. It's like sometimes I get like latched on with something, so I'm like, no, let go, and like do your own thing now. Like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, maybe I should do that. Get on with that. So next week I have something to show you, because I'm going to do the drawing, and then I want to paint the drawing, and then I want to do the thread painting, and then show you guys like what the concept was, and then how it looks.
How you designed it, how you drew it, how you designed it, how you did it. That sounds really good, yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be one of the fancy people that can actually draw things live. Go, here you go, look.
So you could be the teacher.
Fancy.
Yeah, you've done really well.
Thank you. Okay, let's say goodbye to the good people on the internet.
Okay, goodbye, good people on the internet. From Mum.
Goodbye, good people of the internet.
From Mum.